Hi, welcome to Movie Video Games, a show on video games based on movies. I'm your host, Matt Bradley-Tschirgi. This time around, we're looking at Terminator for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. The movie came out in 1984, and this video game came out nearly a decade later in 93. James Cameron started out his career as a model maker, art director, and production designer on several sci-fi flicks in the early 80s before taking over directorial duties and subsequently getting fired from Piranha II: The Spawning. Inspired by A Nightmare featuring the titular character and 2 episodes of The Outer Limits written by Harlan Ellison, James Cameron wrote the screenplay for The Terminator with producer Gale Anne Hurd. Cameron also directed the movie. It had a meager budget but was a solid hit. It was number 21 in the domestic box office for 1984. Starring Michael Biehn of Jade fame, Linda Hamilton of Dante's Peak fame, and Arnold Schwarzenegger of the Expendables 3 fame. It dealt with a time-traveling hero trying to prevent a time-traveling cyborg from murdering a waitress. Compared to future films in the Terminator franchise, this narrative is lean, its tone is dark, and its mood is dangerous. Easily the best of the Terminator quintet to date, this is one 1980s movie that holds up after a rewatch or 5 million. Published by Mindscape and developed by Grey Matter, Terminator for the SNES is an action game along the lines of Contra. You move from left to right using various weapons to wipe out the bad guys, and you can die after only a few hits. In the game, you play as Kyle Reese, who is played by Michael Biehn in the film. In the first level, you play in the war-torn future, which is the prologue of the movie, and you try to make your way to the time machine. If you run through the game blasting away like a nincompoop, you'll die almost immediately. Slow and methodical is the way to do it. It takes a great deal of timing and memorization to get everything right. The enemies are numerous. The first level has a color palette that resembles the film, but it also is a bit monotonous, with blues and blacks all around you. There are some fun touches. Fighting the T-800s, a pair of red eyes peeking out from an alley before one comes out to grab you, and sometimes they even crawl after you blow off their legs, kind of like the T-800 in the climax of the film. So this video game does capture the mood of the movie, but it starts really challenging right off the bat. You can only aim your weapon left, right, and diagonally. It lacks even the smooth aiming that older games like Contra or Super C on the NES provided years and years before. Terminator for the SNES could have been worse, but it's really high difficulty and poor controls just kill it for me. Even the shooting gallery style arcade game T2 the arcade game, with its repetitive stages, is a better movie example of the Terminator franchise than this plotting, hard, Terminator killing fiesta. I won't be back. See what I did there? To play this one anytime soon. So this is Matt Bradley-Tschirgi with Movie Video Games. Please leave comments below and tell me what you thought of the show and suggest games I should cover for the next episode. Until next time, fare thee well and farewell for a while.